Welcome to 10. I'm Shauna Dorsey with the Nebraska Tech Collaborative powered by Exarban, and this podcast is Tech Entrepreneurs Nebraska. And I am here with
Brian Poppy. I work at Mutual of Omaha. We're joined today by Mansa Latham. Mansa, how are you?
I'm doing well. My pleasure to be here.
Yeah, thanks for joining us today.
Yes. How's your week?
Yeah, it's pretty good, actually.
Great.
Yeah, things are going well. How about yours?
Same.
Yeah, good. You'd mentioned that you were very busy. Because you'd rather be busy than bored, I think. I can't remember exactly the phrasing. Was that it?
Generally speaking, I think most people would rather be busy than bored.
Yeah. There is something to like a little bit of boredom, but like in general, I agree with you.
It ebbs and it flows. And with the new year, I think that you want to start fast out of the gate in the new year, but then you just have to get your pace right.
Yeah.
So that you don't burn out. So I just feel like that's where everybody is right now. That's going to be my pace.
Yeah. I mean, I've started thinking about like, it's a series of sprints. It's not necessarily a marathon for me, I guess, of like, you go real hard for a while and then you take like a little recovery break and then like, all right, let's get back into it. So there's like, I don't know. At least that's the way I've found that is better for me to work than like really trying to rush hard and then I eventually burn myself out.
That's interesting. I mean, I think it's all about the consistency. I ran track and field when I was in college. And so I was actually a jumper. So for me, it's like a long jump, right? I'm just going to like sprint and then jump, land in the sand pit, see where I'm at, wait, run, jump, land in the sand pit. So then you got some marathon runners and then it sounds like that you're sprinting.
Yeah. Well, it's just, you and I think have the same, like, it's like you get a little bit of recovery time in there and then you do it again.
A little bit. Yeah. Rinse and repeat.
I've run into a few marathon runners in my life and they're like, man, I don't know how they do it. Like that's an incredible talent.
Too much chafing for my taste, but I'm just in the sand pit.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds more fun.
Absolutely.
Great. I was just sitting here and I was like, wow, this is a cool conversation between Mansa and Brian. Love to hear it.
You want to get involved here?
Get in here?
Yeah.
So Mansa, can you tell us about your business?
Absolutely.
And then maybe like even just lead us to it. So your background leading up to how you ended up here in Nebraska.
For sure. So I'm originally from Aurora, Illinois, and my background's actually human resources. So for over a decade, I was a people consultant for companies like Tesla and NBC Universal, Poshmark. And then I went into consulting. Then I got burned out of that real fast, right? When it comes to having a service-based business where you have to work hard to get a customer and then like actually live up to all the promises that you made. So I wanted to do something that was more scalable. I looked into entrepreneurship, tech entrepreneurship, and I thought, okay, if I build an HR tech platform where I can get other people business, then I don't have to worry about fulfilling the service. I can just help other people get the opportunity to fulfill a service. So I spent $32,000 building up a tech platform to a demo stage. And I was like, all right, that's getting expensive. That's enough. Then after that, I started to go out and network with investors, with founders. I came across InMotion Venture Studio from Powered by Generator and enrolled, and they accepted me. So me and 4 other founders out of Lincoln, Nebraska started new tech platforms from scratch. And so basically took that idea that I was building up before and scrapped it and started brand new over again. We actually just finished our program. It's a 16-week long program. We just finished it up this last week. And so it's kind of funny because you go through this 16 to 20 week long experience and you're sprinting every single day to build a business from scratch. And then you graduate and then you realize that you're actually just really starting for the first time, right? With this new business. So with my business, it's called Placemaker Popup. And essentially, we are helping online shoppers find America's top underrepresented online retailers. So what we found is that people love shopping local, but then they can't really name the local shops that they like to support. And so we want to try to make that easier.
Fascinating. Like, how did you stumble across that problem? And then 2, tell us a little bit about how you're solving it.
Yeah, absolutely. So like I mentioned before, I'm originally from Aurora, Illinois. A story in and of itself is there's a local entrepreneur there, a woman and her daughter, and they bought out a storefront in Aurora. Once a month, they would open up their storefront to local businesses that come out, try to share their, provide their wares for people to shop, to help them try to establish and scale their brands. And I saw that and I was like, hey, why don't you all just like create and maintain Shopify sites for these retailers. And it's like, oh, that's a really great idea, but what's Shopify? And I think we would need some help with that. And so that kind of stuck in my mind when I got down here to Lincoln and started this program and just started networking, networked with an e-commerce legend around these parts, Paul Jarrett with Bulu, and had a similar conversation where he said, early in my career, I supported a lot of big brands, but now I'm really here for the small brands. And I feel like if I can find a passionate founder with a unique product, I can get them online and then help them establish or scale their brand. So I just kind of felt as though for me to have my own experience seeing this gap, and then to meet, an industry subject matter expert who kind of has the same outlook, that I thought that there was enough smoke there to find that fire. So what we're doing is building a marketplace to make it easier for the 61% of online shoppers that do like to support shopping local, for them to find local brands in middle America here. And then we also want to capitalize on this trend of live selling. Live selling is a $500 billion industry in China, and it's slowly making its way to the US. And Placemaker Popup, we want to be at the forefront of that, being able to help partner with brands to find the loyal audiences that they deserve to help make their entrepreneurial dreams a reality. So that's what we're up to.
That's cool. So live selling, it sounds like I should get what this is, but I do not know what it is.
Sure.
Explain it to us.
So you could think of live selling as QVC for the Gen Z and millennial age.
Sure.
So instead of a QVC where you're either on TV or on their actual website, we just want to go to where people are already shopping on social media and provide interesting content, spotlighting these brands, highlighting their brands, their products, the entrepreneurial journeys of the founders, try to tap into a little bit of that Shark Tank phenomenon, kind of do some storytelling there, and then trying to make some strong new relationships with new brands that shoppers previously didn't know about. So hopefully we can, again, just support some local founders to make their dreams come true.
Cool. So how would, if I'm a local entrepreneur, how do I find you to get my name out there more, or do a live selling? Or
yeah, well, you can start by going to www.placemakerpopup.com. That's our marketplace. We launched at the beginning of this year with some Lincoln Omaha founders. We are partnering with Elevator Co-Warehousing here in Omaha. We were supposed to have our first live selling event about a week ago, but we had a small blizzard roll through Omaha here, and so we thought it's safer to cancel and reschedule that one. So that first live showcase is coming, but easy to find us. You can just go to www.placemakerpopup.com.
That's great. And so I've been thinking about this since we met initially, and I was like, what an interesting incentive for businesses, especially when they get to that gift giving piece, like the annual sending things out to your staff that are not maybe Amazon cards.
Of course.
So anyway,
course.
I don't know where I'm going with that. Just a thought
well,
I had.
well, I'll help. When we went out, we did about 150 different customer discovery conversations, just trying to figure out how can we really add value to this space. And what you said actually did come up as we spoke to a lot of online shoppers, right? Online shoppers say, on average, they spend about $377 per year supporting local retailers. And they try to do a little bit of that, where they try to think outside of the box. How can we think of, high quality, unique gifts that we can get for loved ones, for people that you might work with, and then be also able to support local brands as well. So that definitely came up. And I absolutely think, based off of the product, we want to be, partners to help these brands grow. Yes. So if we feel like, hey, there might be a really strong corporate America play here, we definitely want to help them put the right marketing in place to uncover that opportunity. So we definitely want to think outside of the box with how we can set local retailers up for success.
Mm-hmm. I have one final question.
Go
I know we're almost out of time. Okay, so my final question, and I hope we have more time for Brian, because I feel he has one more in the hopper there.
Go for it.
But being new to Nebraska, can you tell us about what about it makes it a place that you would maybe want to stay long term?
Yeah, I really enjoyed my time here, moving back and forth between Lincoln and Omaha. Like I mentioned, I'm from Aurora, Illinois. I know you all have your own Aurora here in Omaha, but I'm from,
Mhm.
across state lines there. But I really have been telling everyone that Lincoln, Omaha is really like a sister city. For Aurora, similar types of vibes, similar types of people. You all just have this amazing blueprint for setting up this entrepreneur ecosystem out of nowhere. And that was one of the big reasons why I wanted to come here so I can kind of steal that blueprint and take it back to Aurora. Sure.
So not to stay. Got
Yeah.
it.
you know, frequent flyers.
Right. There you go.
Well, Mansa, thanks for joining us today.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate it.